Good Sunday evening, folks. And so we do have a little bit of movement happening this evening as the markets open, the futures markets open um, Sunday evening. For example, this is the Nasdaq NQ, the futures. And so we have an obvious breakout Friday at the close. We had price uh, halted below the resistance at the upper median line of this modified shift pitchfork. And so obviously the equity markets or at least tech markets with NASDAQ are suggesting what they want to do this week. If we zoom in, there's MACD giving us a new buy signal. Um, Stochastics price energy was already elevated, and of course now we got it indicating that it wants to remain that way. Stochastic it's a bounded indicator, meaning its full range is 0 to 100. So with bounded indicators, they can remain in the oversold, or for stochastics, I like to refer to it as high energy. They can remain in that state for long periods of time. And so anyway, if Nasdaq wants to continue higher from here, it certainly has the energy to do so. And we just did get a breakout from this resistance level. And we can tell that it was a resistance level because price, was halted there for numerous price bars, and then, bumped sideways for a while, and then finally got the energy this evening to break through. Um, Now, the caveat to all of this, based on MACD, price is very overbought. And so we are already at overbought levels based on MACD. Let's take a quick look here, and then we'll move on. Based on the prior high, yeah, so we can see there, based on the prior high, we've had a distinctive breakout there above that level. So anyway, the equity markets, certainly tech is saying that it wants to go higher. And because I saw that in the NASDAQ futures, I went and looked at, so here's the E-mini, the S&P 500 E-mini futures. And so we're seeing the same picture there. We've gotten a distinctive breakout this evening, Sunday, as the markets have reopened. And so we can see there we've got some prior resistance. That's back September of this year, where that prior high might provide some resistance. And same thing we're just looking at there. So we got a new MACD buy signal, and stochastics very elevated. So there we go. Big high energy move there. This is where we left. So this is SPX. This is the S&P 500s where we left them Friday. And so they were sitting basically in the crosshairs of these two pitchforks, one downsloping modified shift pitchfork in the brownish red, and then the pink upsloping pitchfork. And so what we're seeing this evening is that we got the price broke decisively higher, and so now it's got to deal with that resistance from the previous high. And so let's keep rolling. So basically, this is Friday's close. We don't need to look at the futures in the Dow. So Friday we saw a price interacting with the lower median line of this blue Andrews pitchfork. And so what we would expect to see is probably happening right now is that we've got price breaking decisively higher from that support level. And so the U.S. dollar, a lot of movement in the U.S. dollar last week, and so it has reached a level of support and correspondingly a level of being oversold where a relief rally would be reasonable to expect. And so, we might be watching for some more bottoming action at this level and position appropriately for a relief trade in the U.S. dollar there. And of course, because or at least in part because the dollar showed so much weakness this week, we had a lot of movement in gold. Gold added $53 in price this week. So a lot of movement in gold. And so now, the gold market's open again at this point and basically, waffling sideways, 1956. Nothing to sneeze about. And of course, we want this bull market in gold to remain healthy. And so healthy markets breathe in and they breathe out. So anyway, we don't need to worry about gold. Silver, what's exciting or could be exciting about silver is that Friday's action and now continuing this Sunday evening, just about any way you want to draw that horizontal resistance level, we've now gotten a price breakout. So in silver, that's looking good. So and the next price target. So now if we accept that as breakout, and of course if that support level holds, our next price target comes in somewhere up here. Let's draw this other. I'd probably do that and suggest that our next price target comes in at this 2750 level. So another almost $2 higher. So that's encouraging for silver bulls. The interest rates, this is the yield on the 10-year note. Interest rates are showing a lot of volatility. Obviously, they're trying to trend higher. And of course, higher interest rates are never, or at least at our current era of monetary history, higher rates are not encouraged. And so volatility in the interest rates likely to continue. Very, very nice how this fork has been describing the price action in that market. So what's exciting for physical precious metals bulls and mining stock bulls is that on Friday we got this decisive breakout above this downward trending price channel. That's what we're showing in these pink dotted lines. That's our downward trending price channel that marks our, it's about 3 months price correction in the precious metals markets. In early August, the markets got very overbought, and so this is nice action to see. And of course, I've been expecting it to happen. It's just a matter of when, not if. And so now it's happened. And so we've got our breakout in the mining stocks. And so I suspect that we're starting the next up leg in the mining stock sector. And just because I'm a precious metals bull, sorry to let this go on. Oops. No, I won't do that. I won't bore you with those details. I'll save it for another video. Here's oil markets that haven't opened yet for the current week. This is where we left them Friday, and so we've got, based on stochastics, price energy momentum is headed down and headed sharply down. MACD has rolled over. Looks like we're about to get a new sell signal. Maybe we already got it. And anyway, this oil looks like it wants to go a little bit lower. I am going to wrap here, folks, because we're already at 12 minutes. Have a fantastic week in the coming week, and best wishes to everyone.